Well, it's the end of the first week as we welcome you to Wide World of Sports and our continuing coverage of the 1995 French Open Tennis Championships. When we left you yesterday, well, it started to rain. Lucky to get the program through. There's some unfinished matches to go on court today. On court central today, though, we're interested in the matches with Ankie Huber as she takes on the number 2 seed Steffi Graf. That's followed by Yevgeny Kafelnikov, who takes on the young Italian Alex Correia. And Mary Pierce does battle with Eva Maioli. And with me is Betsy Nagelson. And Betsy, that first match there with Ankie Huber, Steffi Graf, that is just a very difficult one for Huber.
Well, it really is. I mean, growing up in the same country as Steffi Graf, idolizing her, becomes a huge psychological hurdle for her to get a win over her. She hasn't been able to do it yet. She has taken one set off of Steffi Graf, but, you know, Graf is short of match play, and it's very, very heavy today. So if she does not have a very good day, Steffi Graf, Ankie Huber could give her more problems than Steffi wants.
And also, Steffi's been suffering from lower back problems, and on a cool, damp day today, that may play a part in it. The next match, though, Mary Pierce and Eva Maioli, that should be a good one.
I think that's going to be a very, very good match. Mary Pierce, of course, feeling the pressure playing here in France, but Eva Maioli feels no pressure, and she's very confident. They played a couple of weeks ago, and Eva Maioli had a match point against Mary Pierce, couldn't win it. It's going to be tough for Mary because, again, it's heavy today, and she can overpower Eva, but Eva's going to want the win badly.
Mary Pierce has been pretty edgy, and that crowd may put her under some added pressure. So that's Court Central. For what's going to go on over on Court A, let's go over to Cliff Drysdale. He's with Tony Trabert.
Thanks very much, Fire. We've got some terrific tennis coming up on Court A. One of them will be the continuation of a match suspended last night between Adrian Voinea of Romania, who is playing Boris Becker, the number 3 seed. And surprisingly, Voinea leads 2-0, 6-3, 6-4. And Cliff Drysdale, Boris Becker is not a very happy camper right now.
No, Tony, I think there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, he went on very late last night. It wasn't until 7:30 that he got on the court. It had been a damp day as well. Secondly, he was watching Michael Stich, I'm sure. Michael Stich ended up winning that match. Those two play on the same Davis Cup team, but they're not good friends.
Were you surprised they put him out there so late after 2 hours of rain, that long delay?
Yeah, really, on a day that was as wet as it was yesterday, to start at 7:30 when you know you're only going to be able to play until just about 9 o'clock, I think is crazy.
Well, that match will be followed by the number 1 seed, Andre Agassi, who's looking very strong, against Yunus El Nawi of Morocco. And that should be an interesting match, but I think Agassi's just too good.
Yeah, I think so too, Tony. Agassi's the top seed. He's my pick to win the tournament. I think that his toughest test is going to come with Kafelnikov of Russia. This guy has got so much talent. He will be playing on Court Central's second match today, and we'll get to see some of that as well. Kafelnikov and Agassi in the next round, I think, will be a real interesting one.
Well, I agree with that, too. That's the way it looks here, Fiery.
A lot of great matches coming your way from Court Central and Court A today. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
After 11 o'clock this Sunday morning in Paris, and it's women's singles to start out the action here on Court Central. Steffi Graf and Anke Huber, who played on this same court some years ago, and that was in the semi-final, won by Steffi Graf easily. In fact, she's only ever lost 1 set in 8 meetings to Anke Huber, and that has got to be a part of the story of this match, doesn't it, Betsy?
Oh, there's no question this match is really all about that. In terms of their talent, I think the gap is narrowing, but this match is much more about being for Anke Huber being able to erase the imprint of not being able to beat her countrywoman. I mean, she grew up in the shadow of Steffi Graf, idolizing her, and it's she's gotten a little bit closer with time, but it's a battle for her.
It's a tough mental battle, isn't it, when you've got somebody who dominated women's tennis to the extent that Graf did. In fact, if on this same court she had beaten Sanchez Vicario that year, and I'm trying to remember the 89, I'll look it up for you, it would have been 2 Grand Slams in a row. The only one that she didn't win for the second Grand Slam with this one. Nobody's ever done that.
Well, this is the first time in 4 years as we take a look at the menu on Court Central today. Some pretty good-looking matches going on.
Tali Kafelnikov is one tremendous player, and I know we're going to see some of him, and I know you'll enjoy watching him play. He's got every shot in the book. He's kind of a Russian Michael Stich, to tell you the truth. And if he wins that match, he'll be playing against Andre Agassi, and that'll be a test for him, as I've already said. Then you've got Mary Pierce and Eva Maioli, 2 fine players in the women's field, and then Medvedev and Muster. That will be a war, no less. Best of 5 sets. For Court A, you start out there. You can see Fred's already mentioned to you, Conchita Martinez will be playing in that one against Sarah Zanetti, and then you've got Voinea and Becker, and there's the rest of it. Costa and Courier as well. That's going to be another war because they are basically clay quarters as well. Courier's won this thing a couple of times, and Alberto Costa, though, from Spain, is a tremendous clay court player. So for Courier, this will be a major test. Nobody's talking about Jim Courier, and he could win the whole thing. He's one of just a few players left in the field that has ever won the French championships. One of them is Michael Chang, of course, and Sergi Bruguera, the other one. Back to Anke Huber. Basically, describe her game for me, Betsy. She's a clay quarter. She hits the ball hard. She's, one of those ground strokers who really punishes it.
She does. She hits the ball very hard off both sides. She takes the ball very early. She doesn't move as well as perhaps some of the other quicker players on the women's tour. And Steffi Graf has been complaining in a previous couple of matches about a lack of patience.